Thank you so much for sharing all those aspects of your work. Now I want to ask, as an Azure DevOps engineer, and on the team you're at,
Mhm.
what kind of projects do you work on?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? I missed that.
What as an Azure DevOps engineer, what kind of projects do you work on?
Oh, what kind of project do I work on? Okay, so as a Azure DevOps engineer, I work on another projects in Azure, which is the same company. That project, it was fully agile, fully agile method. They have Kanban board, and they have the microservice application. So my responsibility, so that in that project I was assigned as a cloud engineer. All of the cloud related things I have to do using Terraform Enterprise and Harness, obviously. So we have a Kubernetes cluster. Uh, we need to deploy Kubernetes cluster in Azure, which is called AKS, Azure Kubernetes Cluster. And because of some of our standard, company standard, is very difficult to work with Kubernetes cluster. So let me give you example. In our company cybersecurity standard, they mandate when you deploy Kubernetes cluster, you have to use your own image. Image means the operating system, like the worker node. Right now, if you are going to AWS, you are deploying EKS cluster. Your worker node is gonna be on maybe Ubuntu or maybe Amazon Linux, right? But in our in our process, we have to use our own Red Hat system. So it was very difficult, and like we have to like fight with Microsoft because Microsoft doesn't allow us to use custom image. So yeah, there is a lot of things I did in my previous projects, basically. And that project, I was, as I said, I was cloud engineer, and we work with different team as same like developers, like performance engineers, QA team. So yeah, last project I worked on different projects, like different project I worked on in Azure, but before that I worked on AWS in for the same company.
So I want to actually add a few things. So he mentioned like the for everybody is the when you use a cloud, any cloud provider, they give you their own image. Image is nothing but the operating system image. And still the companies, means the customers who are using the cloud provider, cloud platform, they still wants to use their own images because they want to, they have like a 5,000, 6,000 machine need to deploy. So in this case, of course, they have to go through the back and forth communication with the cloud provider. And this is like the typical nature. And the cloud provider in some point, they agree. They actually, they do not just say, oh, we cannot do this. In some point, they agree and they accommodate the needs. But he mentioned about the Red Hat. So Red Hat is, again, if you guys know this, the entire Linux kernel is free. So that's the across the industry, and it's over 30 years now. It is free, but take the kernel and each of the distribution. The Red Hat is a distribution. Then there is so many distribution. Red Hat is one, Ubuntu is another. So Red Hat is enterprise. They are not giving anything free because they're putting their time and effort, and their version they claim more about the more robust. But again, specific the areas the company use the Red Hat, but the over 95% is Ubuntu. But they all use the similar type of all the Linux command. Why? Because the kernel is providing the fundamental Linux command. They are almost the same everywhere. And again, another is the learning part. Again, you can ask him the way you learn the AWS cloud, the same way in a short period of time, you can learn the Red Hat as well. Like you learn the Ubuntu, you can learn the Red Hat. And as a cloud ops engineer, you are not becoming a Red Hat engineer. Your role is the same. Your role is a DevOps and the cloud ops engineer. You have limited of using this kind of operating system. When you need to use the in-depth, right? Then of course, there is a dedicated Azure Linux engineer. They can be the Ubuntu engineer, they can be Red Hat engineer. So I want to
Yes.
make it clear, you don't need to freak out, okay? That's how we run the business. So everybody's, the area is separated. They have a scope of the work, limited of the work. They just cannot, like the TP to other people close, right? They have limited. So I wanted to make it clear. DevOps engineer more focus on the application deployment, performance, monitoring, more about the automation on the go. And the system engineer or the Red Hat engineer, Ubuntu engineer, their goal is operating system is up to the standard, the bug free, and the no crashing, and the make sure they're all updated. That's their goal. And they're making the different type of images for the different type of application needs. That's what they do. And they're enough busy with their work. DevOps engineer are enough busy with their work. Just wanted to make sure you guys know why both people is still the separated. They're both adding the significant amount the values in the enterprise.
Yep, exactly. Because all the people working in a team, they have enough workload. They have sometime I have some work. I don't even have enough bandwidth to complete those work. So there is no scope to thinking, oh, I'm a DevOps engineer. I only do the pipeline, or I only do the cloud things. You will have enough workload, trust me.
Yes. Also, this is another whatever it's called, the testament for people who you answer in the interview. Why do you want to join this company? I want to learn. Really, the workplace, there is no option to learn. You will start contributing. All I say, I want to contribute my skills based on the expertise and the ability. At the same time, I'm open to learn the tools and the technology you are using so that I can be cope up myself, prepare myself quickly, and start contributing. Do not answer, I want to learn. The company is not a school or the university. Those days are over. All I say, I want to come, I want to start contributing the skills and expertise I have. At the same time, I'm very open and adaptable. The new tools and technology you are using, I want to learn as soon as possible, start contributing. That's how you should answer. You cannot answer like 5 years ago, I want to learn. We are not here as an university. We are here to hire you, work. So make sure you guys know this.
Yeah, they're paying. they're paying you. They are paying you not to learn. They're paying you to do their job.
Yeah. So you have to tweak your wording, okay? Don't say anymore you're learning, because no company is a school. There never was a school. There never will be a school. All I say, I want to contribute my expertise and the skill. At the same time, I'm open to learn quickly. I want to learn in 5 days and start contributing. That's kind of energy you have to bring in the interview. And during the work, you have to bring the same type of energy, because we all want to see the people with the confidence. We do not want the people sleeping and the energy that I need to babysit you every day. You'll be gone immediately, because nobody likes to babysit anyone anymore.
Yep.